What if I told you that some of the most intense animal battles in nature don't involve any physical contact at all, just pure, concentrated smell? Picture this. Deep in the rainforests of Madagascar, two male ring-tailed lemurs face off. They don't bare their teeth. They don't raise their fists. Instead, they start rubbing their tails against glands on their wrists, then wave those scented tails at each other like flags in a chemical war. This is a stink fight, one of the most bizarre and sophisticated forms of animal communication on the planet. But why would an animal choose scent over strength? And what are these strange rituals really about? To understand the stink fight, you first need to know that for lemurs, smell isn't just a background detail, it's a primary language. Ring-tailed lemurs, in particular, live in complex social groups where hierarchy is everything. Who leads the troop? Who gets first access to food? Who mates? All of this is negotiated not through violence, but through odor. Lemurs have scent glands on their wrists, chests, and even near their genitals. Each gland produces a unique cocktail of chemicals that acts like an ID card, revealing the individual's sex, health, reproductive status, and even mood. When two males are in conflict, they don't risk injury by fighting physically. Instead, they engage in a ritualized display where they saturate their tails with their personal scent and waft it toward their rival. It might sound silly, but the stakes are incredibly high. The male with the stronger, more dominant scent can intimidate his opponent without a single scratch. It's a battle of biochemical bluffs. Now, let's break down exactly how a stink fight unfolds. The challenge usually begins when one male approaches another in a clear, confrontational manner. He'll start by marking nearby branches with his wrist glands, essentially drawing his territorial lines. Then, he'll rub his tail rapidly between his wrists, loading it up with scent. Once his tail is fully charged, he'll curl it over his back and wave it slowly, almost elegantly in the direction of his rival. The other male responds in kind. He marks, he loads his own tail, and he waves back. What follows is a tense, silent back and forth of scent flinging. There's no physical contact. No screaming, just two animals standing a few feet apart, communicating through odor plumes. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. These aren't just random smells. Researchers have found that the chemical composition of a male's scent changes during mating season, becoming more complex and potent. A high-ranking male's scent is packed with information that essentially says, "I'm strong, I'm healthy, and I'm ready." Lower-ranking males often have simpler scents, and in a stink fight, that difference becomes obvious. It's like one animal is waving a detailed resume, and the other has a blank page. Sometimes these confrontations end quickly. One male, sensing he's outmatched, will simply back down. But other times, the battle escalates. The lemurs might start marking the same branch repeatedly, layering their scents in a kind of olfactory argument. They may also combine the scent waving with other displays, staring, posturing, even making low grunting sounds. It's a full sensory negotiation. What's truly remarkable is how little we still understand about the nuances of this system. For example, female lemurs also have scent glands, and they use them to influence male behavior, sometimes even triggering stink fights between males without getting involved themselves. It's a subtle, scent-based game of social manipulation, and it's not just ring-tailed lemurs. Other lemur species, like the sifakas and indries, also use scent marking in territorial and social contexts. But ringtails have turned it into a high-stakes duel. So why has evolution favored stink fights over physical fights? The answer is efficiency. In the wild, an injury can be a death sentence. A broken bone, a torn muscle, even a serious bite. Any of these can compromise an animal's ability to find food, escape predators, or reproduce. Stink fights allow lemurs to establish dominance and resolve conflicts without any of that risk. It's a brilliant, non-violent solution to social tension, but it's not foolproof. Sometimes, if the scent battle doesn't produce a clear winner, the confrontation can turn physical. Lemurs have sharp teeth and strong grips, and real fights do happen, but they're rare. Most of the time, the stink fight is enough. In recent years, scientists have started decoding the chemical messages in lemur scent marks. They've identified specific compounds that correlate with dominance, stress, and fertility. This research isn't just about understanding lemurs, it's shedding light on how communication evolves in social species, including our own. After all, humans also use scent, even if we're not always conscious of it. The next time you catch a whiff of something in the air, remember, for lemurs, that's not just a smell, it's a statement. It's a threat, an invitation, a resume, and a peace treaty, all rolled into one. And in the dense, competitive world of the Madagascar forest, the ability to speak through scent has allowed these primates to thrive for millions of years. They've turned smell into a weapon, a shield, and a social network. What other animal do you think uses scent in surprising ways? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestion could be the focus of our next deep dive.